welcome back to the tops, where hopefully the video call is a lot better because I've decided to start actually using my streaming equipment, and that's shit, instead of just plotting my phone like this and hoping that the quality is just okay, which is probably not. But we do have a few things to talk about in today's episode. It's actually a lot has happened in the last fucking forever. Actually, a lot has happened, a lot of changes, a lot of mixes. But first, we're gonna just air out our grievances just a little bit with the recap. That's right, the shitty microphone is back. I'd also like to apologise for last episode because it was all about Squid Game. I started the episode by saying, if you want to go to the timestamp for Squid Game, it's right here. And it was 50 minutes of me just ranting and raving about Squid Game. I'm sorry. Truly, I am. But that was pretty much it. The video quality looked okay. I pretty much gave up on the microphone situation, but hopefully this one all works out. I still look autistic as shit, or about to lay down the dumbest rap you've ever heard. But we're going to keep that going. But the first things first I want to talk about is streaming. Fuck, it's difficult. I don't understand how people do it. I mean, what? Make $5,000 in streaming and poof. How's anyone meant to live off that? How is anyone meant to live? Is the words from a streamer recently who come in and said she made $5,000. Was it like $5,000 a month or something? Which is, in all honesty, that's a lot. When you consider base wage in Australia is probably about $900 to $1,000 a week. So, $5,000 is just a little bit above the means of average. And she was complaining that $5,000 wasn't enough because I believe reasons were she had to travel to stream. Now, unless you're one of these IRL streamers, who gives a shit? And then second of all, it's still who gives a shit. But this woman was ranting and raving about how streaming is hard. I kind of get it. In the sense where streaming is hard because, well, if you're not doing anything, it just drags on and on and on. Especially someone like me who I stopped playing open world games a lot streaming because in open worlds there's not a lot going on. So I sort of got to focus more on the FPSs, like Atomic Heart, for example. There's always a lot going on, so it's a lot you can commentary on and shit like that. But you look at people like Asmund Gold that just sit there and rant and rave about random shit. Pretty much what I'm doing now at the tops. So like and subscribe. But it's all that same shit. Like, it doesn't make any sense why people do it, but they do it. It's like, bud, streaming isn't that hard. I think content creation, if you're not just doing them shitty shorts every 5 seconds or ripping TV shows and putting them on TikTok, content creation in its own sense is difficult, but it's not difficult than swinging a fucking hammer. I'm never going to say that. I've swung hammers, I've laid concrete, gone on roofs, gone in ceilings. I've done some hard shit. But streaming itself is not that hard. Content creation, it has its downs and ups. Like when Premiere crashes, it's a bit of a shit show, but that's the same as any desk job. If something crashes, it's a bit of a fucking shit show. And, you just got to take the good with the bad. Some days it's going to be bad, some days it's going to be good. I know myself, I have good days and bad days at work. Most people do as well. Streaming, the hardest thing that'll happen is no viewers or your microphone dies. An example that happened to me last night when I was streaming, my microphone just decided to shit itself for half an hour, and it was half an hour of fucking silence. I wanted to game into myself when I found that out. I was fucking pissed. But speaking of streamers, Pirate Software has fucked himself in the foot. Royally. He shot a bullet in his foot and fucked his foot. And what I mean by that is the recent movement of keep games alive, or is it something about keeping games alive? I can't remember. I'll actually just look it up real quick because I did look it up recently for the podcast coming out. So it's the Save Games Initiative. I think I just want to stop killing games, but I'm pretty sure it's the Save Games Initiative or something along the lines. Game preservation or some shit like that. At the tops, we really half-ass news stories. We're pretty much the project. We're pretty much Australia's next project. We half-ass stories and really just don't give a damn about the common man. But anyway, a petition went out to save games. I am all for this because game preservation, I think, is extremely interesting in the sense where we have to save games. We've got to keep them alive. Like, if you can see my background here, I like to save games. I like my games. I do. I genuinely enjoy playing games. I like my games. But it gets convoluted in some aspects where we can't save every game in the world. We can't be there for all the games in the world. So what do you got to do? Well, pirating. But what this initiative basically is saying is they want to save games. They want to stop companies that can just release a game and then, fuck you. Take it off the shelf. Or discontinue servers or shit like that. I'm of the understanding that running a multiplayer game does cost money because of servers and shit like that. So I'm all for them not keeping a game monetarily alive for 15 fucking years or so. There's no one out there still playing on the PlayStation 2 Medal of Honor Rising Sun or Ratchet and Clank 3. You know, no one's keeping those games alive in. I mean, local servers probably, absolutely, but not fucking online servers. I feel if you've got 10 or more players on a server, you got to go, hey, put out a tweet or something, press release saying, hey, we're shutting down in 10 days. Get the most out of it. Brotherhood did a really good one. And I'll get back into the topic between Pirate Software and the Save Games Initiative. But I just want to point out that Assassin's Creed Brotherhood did a real good one where they kind of got rid of their multiplayer but kind of didn't. See, in the Ezio collection, there's actually no multiplayer at all. I was worried because I'm platinum running the Ezio collection, Assassin's Creed games, and I was worried coming into Brotherhood that, they got a premium trophies, and I do remember a lot of them were multiplayer ones, completely removed from the PS4, Xbox, and PlayStation 5 editions. Just gone. Where are they? Who fucking cares? But those achievements aren't there anymore. So they got rid of the multiplayer. And they've done the same for a lot of these newer Assassin's Creeds. All their multiplayer shit is gone. But they're sort of trying to stop that. I think games like The Crew was a big one that stopped them. They went, oh, this is bullshit. Like, they just stopped running The Crew. I feel similar things going to happen with the likes of Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, if it wasn't for their zombie multiplayer, they're going to get rid of it. And what this Save the Games want to do is they want to go, hey, we paid for this game. We just want to keep it. We just want to keep it. And that is totally fair. You pay for something and then it's not there. I understand more the likes of streaming services. They can chop and change because you're just paying for a service, not a product. I think that's a big misconception that I've seen floating around. Is a lot of people say, streaming services do all the time. What's the big fucking difference? A big difference is, here is an actual thing I've bought. Here's a service I bought. There's a big fucking difference. It's essentially you're buying a library card and why isn't that book there? No one was buying it. We got rid of it. It's essentially the same fucking thing. What is interesting with this movement though is they don't want money, they don't want anything, they just want, hey, a lot of other countries don't have this law. I know in Australia we're pretty privileged in the customer service and shit like that, where you break it, if it's not up to your standard or a standard, you can go and get a full refund. PlayStation especially has had a lot of difficulties circumnavigating this. It's really interesting watching PlayStation US and Australia. It's fucking crazy. If you want to look up anything like PlayStation, formerly one of my favourite consoles, is a piece of shit, look no further than their customer service. It pretty much just says go fuck yourself. And it's sort of one of the reasons I kind of love them. They're a big go fuck yourself sort of company. But Pirate Software, he come out and he has suffered in his own lot of controversies. Pretty much come out and said, I don't believe this initiative. He got out his MS Paint and started painting some pretty pictures about how this will ruin games, or my dad worked at Warcraft and made Apple iPhones and he was the inventor of Samsung and I know better. Pretty much just trashed the whole thing. That's how it started. Then the Save Games Initiative then got their million signatures they wanted, so there was a big movement. Funnily enough, this movement was only for the EU. America wasn't in on this. That's funny to me, but their service laws are completely fucking different to ours. Well, actually, their service laws are completely different to the rest of the fucking world. They have their own hoopla going on. But it's very interesting that this man come out and pretty much said, no, this will ruin gaming. Like, it's bullshit. Suck it up. Just deal with it. It's the industry. I'm sorry. This is the only industry that's fucked up. So, it's... I don't go buy a DVD. I'm not going to buy DVDs that often, but I'm not going to go buy a DVD, go put it in, and a big banner comes up and says, we no longer support this movie. What? No other industry is doing that. I'm not buying a fucking TV show. I'm not buying Breaking Bad and all of a sudden it's banned in my country and I'm like, oh, sorry, you can't watch this anymore. I know that is a thing with the original Xbox 360s, how they'd had different state codes and shit like that. But the interesting thing that that's just normal, we'll just accept that. Fuck that. There are a lot of games, and now it's come up a lot. Lost media is now making its reappearance back into the world cycle of lost games. Because of this bullshit, a lot of multiplayer online servers, like a lot of MMOs at the time just were gone. And a lot of them were indie projects, so fair enough. Two guys running a $1 million multi-game player thing is fucking... God, I sound retarded. Two guys running an MMO out of their garage or car hole for the peasants like me, they aren't keeping that around for 10 to 20 years. Like, it's just not going to happen. But stuff like... there's one recently. I'm pretty sure it was The Crew. They just shut down. Another one that was pulled, and I know this one was pulled, was Deadpool and Wolverine. You just can't get that game anymore. And yeah, fair enough, it come out for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, but you can still buy a lot of Xbox 360 games via the Xbox or Microsoft Store, and you can still play a lot of them. I know that personally because I've been regaining my 360 collection and playing it on the Xbox Series X because it is backwards compatible. So I just find it weird that all these games are just disappearing or worth millions and millions of dollars. An example of this is a game that I can no longer play ever again, and it actually saddens me, is Fat Princess. Fat Princess, when I was growing up, my formidable years, it was a great game. It was in the likes of like Fairy Tale Fights, if anyone remembers that. It was a fat little princess. You fatten her up so the other team couldn't kidnap her. It was really good. You can't get it anymore. It is just gone. Unless you own a PS3 that has the game still built into it, similar to the PT situation, you can no longer play that game anymore. That is such shit. That game has just gone to history. Another one, I know it's a DLC, which is in its own little murky water, is Infamous. Infamous Bloodfest or whatever it is. I've always wanted to play that when I was growing up. Australia, shitty internet. Parents didn't understand the internet and the great deal it was. I can no longer play that. I have Infamous 2 in my collection here. And I was really looking forward to thinking, maybe there's a DLC disc or in a special edition. No, it's downloadable only. And unfortunately, the servers are all down for the PlayStation. So all those games are gone. A big sad one, and I talked about it with the 360 just then. You can get a lot of Xbox 360 games. A lot of those arcade 360 games are just gone. Like, I think Xbox is looking at shutting down the 360 store, or already has. If that 360 store goes, all those indie arcade games that we all thought were like the greatest shit ever are gone. I think there was a Minecraft rip-off one. I remember you played like a giant and you got to do some shit. All that's gone. And I still can't believe that Pirate Software is sitting there saying, it's good for the industry, let's just grow and move on. Dude, it doesn't. It really doesn't. What it does, it sets us back. There's no preservation anymore, and the only way to do it is to emulate. Notch come out recently, and fuck, it's a burn and a half. Pirate Software said games aren't yours. They're not yours, they're not anyone's, they're just a service. Games are a service. So Notch pretty much come out, so if we don't own our games, pirating isn't theft. Just straight mic drop, motherfucker. Bro, he's right. In all sense of the word, he's right. He's not wrong here. I admit it's a difficult walk the line here, but fuck, man. That's a half That's a half truth. That's pretty much all I've got to say on it. I tried to come out with a cool, software shit. I didn't follow it that much. I more followed the preservation stuff because I think that stuff is very interesting in the sense that a person like me in Australia, and most Australians, PlayStation Now come out years ago and it had all game libraries. Like you could play from PS2 to so-and-so. I got really excited, but realised then it's a streaming service, so you have to stream these games. We have shitty internet in Australia. Not like Japan right now that just invented 90 petaflops of speed or whatever it is, like petaflop of speed. That's fucked. When they say you could download the whole Netflix library in seconds. Not that there's a lot on there, but fuck, you could download it in seconds. So it's really interesting to me that happened. And I'm going to keep following the story. And I hope you should too. I'll put a link in the description for the initiative. So anyone that wants to sign on to it. It's really good shit. And I want anyone to get on it. Even in America, get a fucking VPN and get on that shit. It's fucking crazy. Another thing that's happened recently is state of origin. To all my Australians, both north and south of New South Wales and Queensland borders, go and fuck yourself, you New South Wales cunts. You doubted Billy. You doubted Billy Slater. All day we had that. Like, they changed nothing on their team. They just went, we lost one, we'll change one or two. Billy Slater just went, yep, and change your defence. Some of the highlights for me was Nathan Cleary, pretty much career-ending game that was for him. Found out he never actually won any State of Origins himself, never won any final State of Origin games. That's got to fucking suck as the man that's now in the 2026 Rugby League cover. Go and fuck yourself that you are now just legacy broken. That's fucked, cunt. Another highlight for me was Latrell Mitchell getting his dick clamped by Hammer-So. I'll put on some clips, man. That shit was fucking fire. When Hammer got put on his ass, like, poor Hammer-So, and then watch the revenge kicked in the dick. And it was revenge, because Hammer did not turn around and go, oh, you're right, bro. He just kept playing. Like, fuck you. You're on the ground, cunt. Awesome shit. Quick, my condolences to Munster's father. That was, unfortunate passing, but he come good in the end with the foot. He surprisingly played. He shocked everyone. He shocked Billy himself. He was like, you're actually going to play? And he did. He came out, he played, he coached. He was a great leader for the Queensland team. It's what they needed. And they come out fighting. A lot of people in the beginning say, Rude, the story changed now, Fuck up. That's so disrespectful. Not just the footy itself, but everyone's been saying that for years, that the script's written. But it's disrespectful to that guy, like, to him itself, like, to the captain. That's so disrespectful to him. Like, you can't, like, you know he's going to see that shit, right? He's going to see everyone going, disrespectful. What the fuck do you want from him, cunt? Another one was watching Ruben Cotter, and it's not getting mentioned enough. His run, that beautiful run he did before he got tackled, I don't think that's getting mentioned enough. And him and Dearden are like prime. They're North Queensland Townsville team, so local boys for me, especially Ruben. Went to school with him. That run just is not getting talked about. It's a brilliant run. He got tackled and just sprinted, just darted to the finish line. Honestly, great play, good shit. And no, it was a really good, interesting game to watch. Kept me on my toes. A lot of forward passes. Both sides too. A lot of forward passes on both sides. It was utter shit. Like, it was a great game to watch. Intense to the end. But I love the thing that's happening now is a lot of even New South Wales supporters are crashing out. I can put up some clips of them just crashing out. It's fucking amazing.
3-0 coming, lad.
Meow, 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 meow.
St. Blues Blue, DCE who? Zach Lomax flu. Blues and 2.
You guys haven't won a decider in New South Wales since 2013, you naib.
This is why they say New South Wales don't get Origin. You fucking naib!
New South in your mouth, you little pussy. No,
New South Wales don't get Origin. This is fucking why they say it.
There's absolutely zero chance that Queensland wins tonight.
This is fucking embarrassing, cunt! Embarrassing!
How the fuck can you not lift for an Origin game, bro? One good set in an entire half. What an embarrassing fucking performance, dude. They're fucking killing us through effort alone.
Now they realize we don't have the spirit. We don't know State of Origin anymore. Like we always used to say as Queensland, they don't get Origin. Despite the fact there's only 2 teams that ever play Origin. But, they don't get Origin, they don't get Origin. And just watch the first couple minutes, Papa just fucking ramming New South Wales. And I was like, yeah, cunt. We get Origin. We get Origin. We got Canberra Raiders players born in Queensland taking cunts like you down. We get Origin. Sure, you got Payne Haas, but we got Papa. We got Ruben. We got Valentine Holmes, who should have also got man of the match. It should have been men of the match. Valentine Holmes putting cunts down left, right and centre. Doors. He did not give a fuck. And the big highlight was Queensland actually finally recapped from their first 2 Origin games, watching out for Brian To'o, who would always do the end, was always in the corner. He'd always go left side of the field and put people down. He'd always put down the try. It was between him and Latrell Mitchell. They would do that awesome pass every time without foul. Queensland stepped up this time, knew the play. Like, New South Wales didn't even change their play. They went, fuck it. Oh, reliable. It's pretty much that Simpsons meme where, Bart goes, Lisa's sitting there. Lisa's Queensland going, yes, it's predictable. And New South Wales going, yeah, she'll put him down. And we put him down. Every play they went for that one. They did it 3 times. Every single time. They're like, we're going to this time. Boom, boom. Valentine Holmes. There. Fucking Deanan. There. Ruben Cotter out of fucking nowhere. There. Papa just would probably get off the sideline. And he'd just be there. Another highlight they did was they didn't put in Reece Walsh. Thank you. But he was holding the trophy like he did anything. Like, he didn't... Dude, come on. It was all Hamiso, Valentine Holmes, Ruben Cotter, Deanan. Like, they were the boys. And Hamiso. I probably said Ham up. And Papa. All good players. And can't forget Paddy Carragher, every woman's dream boy. Can't forget Paddy. But it was just good, clean. Even New South Wales, they admitted a couple of times, it's cheat. And then afterwards, post-depression kicked in. Maybe we just don't have the spirit. I'm glad we won, and that's pretty much it. I know it's coming to the end of the year as well when that happens. When we get State of Origin, I know we're coming to the end of the year, which pisses me off to no end. It's really upsetting me. Speaking of coming close to the end of the year, tax time's right around the corner. Around tax time, most people cash in their taxes really early in Australia so they can get to the Steam Summer Sale. Whoa. You know what the good thing about Steam Summer Sale is? Nothing. I said it. Brave statement. Steam Summer Sale is only good every, I want to say 3 years, maybe 5. Hear me out. This is why. Because you'll get that one time a year that you pile up all your money, convince everyone to give you Steam gift cards, put it all on Steam. I did that. I bought I think one of the first times I got my new PC, I got like Red Dead Redemption really cheap. I got all these games real cheap. I'm pretty sure I got a lot of the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, The Witcher collection, and its DLCs. I got all of them on the cheap. That was a year or 2 ago. Last year I got bugger all nothing. I think it was just cleaning out the rest of my wish list. And then this year I'm like, I kind of want nothing. Do you know? You've done all your big shopping. I think this year I only got like Cyberpunk, some crappy porn game that I really want to play that someone kept recommending, and I want to do a stream on it, but I know I'll get banned straight away, so I'm sort of working towards a video for it. What was the other ones? I got a couple other ones here. I think Need for Speed, Battlefront 2, because it was like $4, Cuphead, RoboCop, and Atomic Heart, I'm pretty sure was on there as well. Like, it wasn't a big year this year for the summer sale compared to other years where I've gotten like Batman, all the Dooms, and shit like that. So what I'm saying is, dude, the summer sale, it's great. It's been fucking fantastic. Get on it. Get amongst it. But realistically, it's only good for like every 3-5 years when you can build enough of a library, build enough games that it's sort of worth it. You know what I mean? It's sort of worth it at that point where if you're doing it every year, you're buying the same shitty games, or you're buying indie games that are marked down from $5 to $1 and you think that's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And even then on Steam, half the companies put out their sales like da-da-da-da-da. I usually wait for the Steam summer sale, but if they're 75% off at Ubisoft, I'm like, oh, well, I can get a couple of Assassin's Creed games for like $5, so I can't complain about that. But it's just odd in that sense where everyone gushes and gushes. It's like, yeah. But if you're doing it every year, it's like, there's only so many Fallouts, Dooms, and shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong. In 5 years, when I upgrade my PC again, all the games that come out this year and the next 2 years are going to look really fucking good on my wish list. I'm like, pick up. But then I'm buying them on a PlayStation where I know I can get them for cheap and they'll actually work at the 4K. Not graphically intensive, but still 4K. It's like, oh, what am I doing with my life? You know? It's all a matter of perspective, and I'm planning to get rid of PlayStation Plus anyway because I think it's a giant rip. They did their 25-year, 15-year fucking thing. That was utter shit. It was pretty much a circle jerk of, look at The Last of Us. Look at Horizon. No mention of any of the classics. There was no mention of a Ratchet and Clank, Sly, Jack. I'd accepted a couple HD ups, but they didn't even do that. They couldn't even give us a trilogy update. Like, I'd love to see Ratchet and Clank Trilogy come back onto the PlayStation Store. Like, legitimately. Achievements and all. Just for something. God of War, even. They showed God of War, but won't mention the originals. Come on. The game that built the game. The games that built the foundation of the two greatest games that come out. Like, come on. The closest thing you've gotten to a great game. What bugs me about PlayStation, though... Alright, rant time. It's rant time. Just fuck off, corner. It is PlayStation right now. They're talking about a PlayStation 6 when they haven't even finished PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5's play cycle has been fucking abysmal. I have one shelf, one little section square for like PlayStation 5. PS4, I'm stacking fucking games. PS3, I got 2 shelf rows full of fucking games at my dad's house. And I've only got a handful for the, like, and I get it. Oh, you're just not looking in the right places, man. No, I don't want to buy the same fucking Call of Duty over and over again. Horizon Zero Dawn, as beautiful and as great as it looks, it just didn't hit me because it was another fucking open world game. Much as I love open world games, I'm getting into open world fatigue at the moment, and I think a lot of people are. Like, Expedition 33 looks really good, but I just don't think it's turn-based. It doesn't gel on me. I'm not saying it's not a bad game, it just didn't stick out to me. So I'm going now and playing Star Wars, for fuck's sake. It's not open, it's semi-open world, so it's something I can sort of gel with, but I don't have to fuck around too long. It's still got a nice linear path. Another one I've been playing, Atomic Hearts. I'm really fucking enjoying that. It's sort of it's kind of open world, but it's still that, yeah, but you can do this, but just stick to the story. But you can do this, but stick to the main story. I fucking love that. It's what I need, just to, it's that click. Because I always go back to them we all do, we all have that comfy spot, our safe space games, every couple of months or even once a year, I know I've 100% in Skyrim, but let's go visit Skyrim. Mine was always Oblivion, and seeing that remaster come out So seeing that again, I'm like, finally. When I go back to Cyrodiil, I'm going back to the trenches. I love playing that. I love going back to New Vegas. I have sunk 200 hours into New Vegas. But every now and then I'm like, let's do this playthrough. I get stuck in a rut. So it's good to branch out of these ruts every now and then and play some of these. Going to open world, I get bored with the open world, but let's go to a better open world. I'm not playing the Call of Duties, I'm not going that, but I'm generally enjoying the Assassin's Creed ones until they get too fucked in the head. And I think I got to Brotherhood and it got a little fucked in the head. And unfortunately, that's the third fucking game. But going back, I'm also going back and playing the PS2 classics. Another one that just slipped back into my head. Do you all remember Mortal Kombat, how good they were in the PS2 era? I don't care what any cunt says. They were awesome. I recently got them ripped and put on my PC. Holy shit. Deception, picked up for like $10. Is really good. I'm sorry, it's really good. I got Armageddon there. I mean to boot that up. I got Deadly Alliance. Deadly Alliance was good, but Deception changed the game. I know I just said it's an open world. You just fucking said they're gay. Yeah, but this is like linear open world bullshit. So it's nothing, but it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. And the crypt's just basic. The fighting is basic. It's back to basic characters. The secrets you can unlock is so fucking good. Another one I got. Do you remember ATV Quad Power 2? Oh, so good. So fucking good. I'm really enjoying that for what it's worth. Admittedly, they play really shit on a PC because they're on a PS2 emulator. But it's really fucking good. I got another one too. And it was really fucking good. I'm like, why do we ever quit the PlayStation era again? No, I think it was only those two, Deception and Quad Racing. Just straight up really good games. And I can't wait to boot up God of War. Like, I got all these PS3 games I can't wait to boot back into. This is how sad it's getting. We're going back, going back to game preservation and all this shit. Going back and playing these classics. I'm realizing they're not that bad. Like, there are some bad ones, don't get me wrong. There are some bad ones. Some real bad ones when we go back and look at, the original MotorStorm, MotorStorm right there, it's kind of good, but kind of shit. But when you go back and actually play Pacific Rim, the second one, Pacific Rift, they fucking nailed it. It's really good. Even now, I'm playing on the TV and the 4K TV I've got in the room there. It looks really good. Still. Admittedly, I'd hate to plug it into an analog and see how she rolls. I don't think it would, but the HDMI lead, it works really well. It's a really good game. Solid as fuck. Still runs. No fun. No, I have to plug and fucking play. But that's what it is. And I think that's what I miss. Just plugging in a game and playing it. I mean, I don't know what it was like for PC back in like 2000. Actually, I do kind of remember. It was plug and kind of play. I mean, it was a program you installed. There wasn't Steam back then when I was playing PC. Admittedly, I was only playing Age of Empires, Mythology, Zappa. I remember another good one we had on PC. Escapists, I think was one we got. Plants vs. Zombies, original Plants vs. Zombies. I think that's when Dad got a Mac for some fucking reason. Just went Mac, so I couldn't play. PC gaming was over for me when we got the Mac. It was like, PC game's dead, PC game's dead. But then I found a software program to get Skyrim onto Mac, and playing that with mods, like, that was fucking awesome. The PC gaming back then, it was difficult, but it was hard. I think I was in the resurgence point where it wasn't quite Doom era, but it was getting back to the top of where it was going. It was really good to play stuff like that. And going back now and playing like the PS3 era and going back and playing the PS2 emulators, it's so fucking weird plugging in a game and it just, there it is. It booted up. Like every now and then, because I've hooked to the PS3 and it's like, quick update. And yeah, probably needs it. 15-year-old game probably fucking needs it. Yeah, even shit like, I'm looking forward for some fucking reason to play Little Big Planet. You have fucked up in the game industry when you know I'm looking forward to playing a kids game. And they don't make kids games anymore, and that pisses me off. The closest thing we got to a kids game is, sadly enough, Fortnite's actually a kids game. But the next saddest one to that was Astrobot. And that was fucking fantastic. A shitty fucking marketing platformer. And let's all admit, that's what it was. It was a marketing platformer. But fuck, man, she worked. If Xbox did that, it'd be awesome. But what I was going back to is PC gaming and gaming back then was so weird when you think about it for the younger generation, when they're going to look at it like, you have to go to a store and there's the only way to get a game? Yes. And midnight runs, I didn't do them, but going into EB games with a hot 20 in your pocket, like, oh, this is my game for like the next 6 months. So I'd have Ratchet and Clank 2 there, and I'd play the first one lots. But I've seen Ratchet and Clank 3 for like $15. Like, woohoo! I'm getting this. It was pre-owned, scratched the shit out, but fuck, man, you made it work. You made it work. Or Sly, and you only had the first one. You only had the second one, but you got the first one. You thought it was a total rip-off because it was a completely different game. And then you go, oh, this is great. Then you find the third one. It's like, okay, this is a little bit better. This is a little bit better. And that was the end of the trilogy. But it's one of those things where I just generally love going back. I've been buying a lot of them now, going back. I don't know why. Because I got the PS3. I'm like, I don't know why. And I think it's because I got my young fella as well, the kid. Got my kid. It's really fun to do that sort of shit with him. Playing those classics, and even most of them, I used to do it with my dad. I used to sit there and watch while he played these games, and watching him crash the car at high speeds. It's shit like that. You don't get that anymore, and I think it's not a thing anymore, fathers and sons gaming. I think we're seeing a resurgence now with people of my generation who grew up playing games. We're doing it with our kids. I just hope we don't do fucking Fortnite with it, because I always said to Jade, my best mate, my kid will not play Fortnite. You play your Fortnite when I see you sped run Super Mario 64. You gotta do it, hour cap. That's what I want. Shit like that. Like, I haven't played the Mario anyway, but it's a real resurgence feeling, that stuff. And speaking of that sort of shit, we need to cut back with remasters, remakes. I don't know what we're doing. I said before about The Last of Us, how PlayStation was really circle jerking. That was like, remember The Last of Us? Oh, how could I fucking forget that game? How can I forget? You don't let me forget. You don't, it's really weird with shit like that, with remasters, and they're just fucking like everywhere. Every second game's getting a remaster, which is good, but we don't need them. I think Days Gone got one, a game for the PS4, got a remaster. And the texture packs were, I didn't even notice the fucking difference. I think I seen the advertisement there the other day for Dragon Ball Kakarot. Got a HD texture pack. Admittedly, that looks cool. That generally looks like a beef up. It had a couple more little textures, a couple more little plants, stuff to liven the game up a bit. I saw that and went, if it's $2, sure. But people were right, it should be free, it should be, but it won't be. I think another good remaster, I think the difference between remaster and remakes, I don't think we need remakes. I think we just need HD or 4K buffs. Buff ups. I remember the HD collection for like Sly, Jack, God of War and shit like that. I think we need more shit like that. Just to beef the games up. Like, hey, let's bring them into the next generation, but let's not change anything. Oblivion did it fucking perfectly. The Oblivion remaster. They went, hey, we're just gonna beef everything up but keep all the same glitches. And I bet them saying that to the stockholders was like, nah, you gotta fix the game. And they went, I don't think the fans would like that. And as soon as we saw the trailer and all the same glitches were there, and them commentating on it, going, yes, we didn't change anything. It's just it looks prettier. Everyone went, yes, this is what we needed. The same stupid fucking glitches there. It's not a glitch, but the same voice actor that did the voice, and she stops, goes, oh, can I do that again? Is still in the fucking game. They didn't change that because it's fun. They didn't change they changed the leveling system, which, thank you, they needed to do that. They changed how archery works, which, thank you, they needed to do that. But all the basic principles were the same. All the same exploits were the same. And what pissed me off about that, again, back to the my rant corner again. We're in the second corner of this fucking square now. Well, this might be a triangle. People that come out and say, especially when Oblivion come out, a lot of people were like, oh, this is how you get the best weapon in the game. You saying that proves you did not play Oblivion. Oblivion is a scale game. Scale game? It's a weird how the leveling worked. So if you get the best weapon in the game at level 2, that is only going to be the best weapon for level 2. I found out this the hard way when I did one of them Google things. Best bow and arrow to get. And I was stuck with the best bow and arrow at level 5. So it never leveled up with me. Somehow the steel bow, this one was better than this one. I'm like, what the fuck? How's that work? I'm meant to have the best one. So a lot of people going out and getting the best weapon was like, why? Save that for like when you're level 30 or 20 when you can actually really use the fucking thing. That's why they have level caps on the Daedric missions for Oblivion. Because you needed the level cap. Otherwise the game was sort of broken for you to some degree. And they sort of knew that when they went, I'm gonna fix that bitch up. But they didn't fix that leveling scale, which is fucking amazing. And all the people that complained, you don't get Oblivion. It's pretty much the people that go, it's pretty much us Queenslanders that go, New South Wales, you don't get Origin. It's us who played Oblivion in its heyday going, you don't get Oblivion if you're saying this dumb shit. And everyone's like, it needed to be fixed. Like, this happened to me. All us that said when it happened to us were like, yeah, woo, it broke, it glitched, fuck yeah, and it didn't crash. What a fucking amazing scene that was, ladies and gentlemen. Look, the game glitched and didn't break. We call that a fucking miracle. I hope to God Fallout's like that. When I've heard rumors and ramblings that Fallout 3 is getting a remaster. I hope it's exactly like it. Keep all the game glitches and broken. And just... Because I'd like to see some of that shit. I hope for the love of fuck it's not the Fallout 4 engine that they're going to do. Or those packs or shit like that. I fucking hope it's not. I don't like the look of Fallout 4. It just... No. I'm old school. I like the way... Is it the... I can't remember what the engine was called. Whatever the engine it was good for its day. It doesn't look good anymore. It's showing its age. It's showing its colours. It's really weird like that. I think that's about all I have to talk about. We're getting to the 40-minute mark here, and I ran and raved enough. So I'm just going to talk about my streaming last night. If anyone watched that, and you can catch it out twitch.tv/webby_mate. It's been a bit of a disaster streaming lately because I've been tired and working a lot, so I haven't been streaming as much. And when I do stream, it just all seems to fucking fall apart with the mic and the microphone just fucking crashing. That was fun last night. Must have accidentally hit the mute button, got excited, and the whole fucking stream was muted. That was good. And there were people watching and didn't fucking say anything. And they left like, did you not find it weird that I was just talking? Did you think this was just a real intense ASMR and you went for the big bah? But it was really, I have been enjoying it. I'm going to stream after this as well, maybe. I don't know. Depends how I feel. I'll definitely be streaming when this comes out on Saturday, so check that shit out. I'm either going to do Battlefront 2 because I've never played it and I really want to, or stuff like that. Yeah, and that's about really all I've got. Just remember to keep an eye on the game preservation thing. I'll put a link in the description below for it. Check them out and just, yeah. What they're doing is fucking God's work. They're just trying to keep the peace, trying to keep games alive. Because like I said, gaming is the only industry that has, okay, you don't have this anymore. I mean, TV and streaming does it a little bit, with like banned episodes and shit like that. But not to the point where you have something and you put it in and it's gone. That's just utter shit. That's bullshit. And I think it is something that needs to get changed and needs to get changed right away. Also, I forgot to mention, no one put shift worker stories. I'm going to look at them for next week. I'm just going to go on Reddit. But if anyone's watching this, let me know your shady shift worker stories. And yeah, that's about 40 minutes. And that's pretty much the Tops podcast. Thank you for watching. And again, check out the streams. Check out the other beautiful videos I've got. Check out also the reviews. I'm trying to get back into them. Script writing is just so fucking difficult for me because I'm slow and not that smart. So check them out. Yeah, just keep an eye on this area. Also, let me know what guest you want. I've got an idea for one, but I want to make sure he answers first. I think he's gotten too big. I think I'm too small for him, but I want to ask him anyway. But let me know who you want to see. I'm really keen. I've got some really dumb questions I want to ask people, and I've always wanted to ask people dumb questions, and that's what I like doing on this on the dumb tops. Anyway, this has been the Tops with Webby. Like and sub, and don't forget to check out the rest of the stuff. Toodle pip, bye bye, love you all, and thank you for staying with me at the Tops.